In Indian penal code, there are certain exceptions that are granted. They are from 76 to 105. Section 76 of Indian Penal Code states that nothing is an offense done by a person on a belief that he is lawfully bound and he is lawfully bound to do to to do that act to do that act on this belief he did on this belief he did a mistake of fact belief he did a mistake of fact, then he is not liable. Mistake of fact, then he is not liable. Suppose a police officer arrest a person on a belief that he has been involved in a riot, or suppose a police officer orders to fire against a violent mob, then he is justified by law because he has done it on the belief that he is lawfully bound to do that. Section 79 of Indian Penal Code says that nothing is an offense done by a person on a belief that he is lawfully justified by law. Nothing is a person nothing is wrong, or nothing is an offense done by a person on a belief that he is justified by law, on a belief that he is justified by law. He is justified by law. In this case, a person had on a belief that he is justified by law does an offense, then he is not liable. Section 77 of Indian Penal Code says that nothing is an offense done by judge. Is an offense done by judge while doing its official duty. Nothing is an offense done by a judge while doing his official duty. In this case, the judge must act under lawful belief. Judge must act under lawful jurisdiction, and he must not be any malice, etc. Section 79 of Indian Penal Code says that nothing is an offense done by an official on the order of a judge. Nothing is an offense done by is an offense done by an official on the order of judge, whether the of a judge, whether an official has acted under lawful order of a judge, then he is not liable. He is exempted from criminal liability on section 79 of Indian Penal Code. And section 84 exempted unsound person from all sorts of criminal liability. Section 84 exempted that unsound person from all sorts of criminal liability. From all sorts of criminal liability. If he is an unsound person, he is exempted from criminal liability as per section 84 of Indian Penal Code, because unsound person has no mens rea. An act plus intention to do that act constitutes a crime. Hence, since unsound person has no mens rea, the act done by an unsound person is not an offense. Section 82 of Indian Penal Code says that nothing is an offense done by a child below the age of 7 years. Nothing is an offense. Nothing is an offense. Is an offense done by child below 7 years. Section 83 of Indian Penal Code says that nothing is an offense done by child above 7 years and below 12 years who doesn't know the seriousness of the act. Below 12 years who doesn't know the seriousness of the act, they does know the seriousness of the act. Seriousness of act. Section 80, Section 76, lawfully bound to do. Nothing is an offense done by an officer on a belief that lawfully bound to do that act. An example, a police officer fires on a violent mob is not criminally liable. And section 79, nothing is an offense done by a person on a belief that he is justified by law. Section 77, nothing is an offense done by a judge while doing official duty. He must act under good faith within jurisdiction. Section 79, nothing is an offense done by an official on the order of according to the order of the judge. Section 84 exempted unsound person from criminal liability since they have no mens rea. Section 82, nothing is an offense done by a child below the age of 7 years. Section 83, nothing is an offense done by a child above the age of 7 years and below the age of Told me yes. Who doesn't know the seriousness of the act they does?